Level the playing
Hi.
field of life.
A lot of the work I do is about breaking the cycle, really deciding that you want to no longer repeat patterns that you learned from family of origin. But more importantly, what I want you to think about is if you came from a trauma background that had chaos, that had instability, and I put myself in there, I definitely came from that environment, and that's why I'm passionate about the work that I do. We are not wired the same as those who did not come from those environments. And I seek to level the playing field when it comes to navigating the adult relationships. As a psychotherapist that does a lot of couples work, a lot of adult individual work, what I see is the results of that trauma background. So the one thing I want to say is that we can level the playing field. We can rewire our brain so that we're not responding in ways that, for example, we see life as always hostile, or we're not responding in ways where we're overly sensitive to, like, we sort of feel overly impacted by certain events that, say, someone who didn't come from that environment wouldn't have had that register in that same way to them. So, for example, defensiveness, I talk about, kind of assuming a negative intent. I have a video about that. Defensiveness, I spoke about, that seems to be a big one. Also, difficult time not having relationship fights flare up big. So as opposed to the ability, for example, to remain calm even when you're stressed, or the ability to not bite at other people when you're stressed. These are all more acute when we come from environments in our family of origin where we got the messaging, hey, you know what, the world is hostile and you need to be always sort of ready for the fight, ready for it. And so what I really want you to know is that with work, with consistent self-compassion, with consistent investigation, with consistent work with a therapist, with consistent calming the nervous system, with awareness, with this thing I talk about in one of my videos, go check it out. It's like detect it, really see what's going on, be aware, and then disrupt it with something that will bring your nervous system to relax, and then replace it with a visualization that you're safe, that imagine yourself being parented in a gentle, calm way, loving your inner child, giving yourself the kind of attention that you might not have had, or the kind of, so that you're not constantly at the losing side of the playing field of adult relationships. You can do this. You can level that playing field through consistent work of rewiring your brain, through detect and disrupt and replace, through meditation, breath work,